Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sleepy, and welcome back to Danganronpa. So, the poor Chihiro has been killed, and now we have to investigate. So again, detective mode activated. Let's start with this one because that's a done below only Sakura can get up. Like put a goddammit carry. No. There are more important things to worry about now than a dumbbell. The corpse? For now, pay attention to the wall. Huh? I said it once already. There's a word written there. The wall. You mean bloodlust? Yeah, I've seen that. That's the thing. Like everyone can see that. The word for bloodlust is written on the wall in blood.
So...
I don't think this is any kind of dying message. It's just too strange. But you know, that thing about writing bloodlust in blood, doesn't it sound kind of familiar? A murderous fiend who kills again and again, using a bizarre and brutal method. And at the scene of each crime, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. Oh! Maybe that's just a copycat though. They're like a ghost attacking suddenly, then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nickname did the internet give this mysterious serial killer? Genocide Jack! Oh, I think that's a good voice for him. I don't know why. Genocide Jack! The murderous fiend, whose grisly attacks were famous all across the country. The ultimate murderous fiend, creating a reputation of abnormal, downright cruel killings.
What is this?
Then this is some copycat killer trying to imitate Genocide Jack's style? But why would anyone do that? Perhaps it's the work of the real Genocide Jack. What? The real? Wait, are you saying Genocide Jack is here in the school?
No way!
There's no way. But you're going so far, as you write, bloodlust. And to see, I'm surprised at their stupidity. Yeah. I can't imagine a worse situation than dealing with a stupid murderer. What is it now? Toko. Hina was pointing toward the entrance to the girls' locker room. Okay. Toko was the last to arrive, and now she was just standing there. In that position. That's kind of shock, isn't it? Why? Oh shit, she lost it. Ka-dong. Oh, that's a nice sound. Ka-dong. She fainted. That did not sound good. Toko. Hina rushed over to the collapsed Toko and started trying to shake her awake. Toko, are you okay? Come on, wake up!
Oh.
That's right. I just remembered what she said about how she faints anytime she sees blood.
Oh.
So, she's a homophobic. I imagine she does not watch too many horror films then. Wait, then Toko, technically, if there is no blood, Toko could be the killer, right? This is the violation of the rules, right? I mean, technically she passed out somewhere besides her... Oh, god damn it. Hagakure. Why? Spacehead. What was the name from the character in Gretzko? Space Cadet, I think. Oh, god damn it. No, I think it should be okay. The regulations prohibit sleeping. Like on purpose. So since you didn't faint on purpose, it doesn't count. Gotcha.
Just a second.
Choco, can you hear me? Hey, you gotta wake up. As if she'd heard her, Choco suddenly shut awake. As in, she literally jumped up from where she was laying. It was such a strange reaction, I was at a total loss of words. She leapt straight up into the air, changing her stance as she did. Oh, I know a word for that one. For that face. Do we have to censor this? As if I would censor stuff. Fuck you. In no time flat, she was just standing up. Ignoring the physical contortions she had to do through her motions. Ignoring the physical contortions she had to go through, her motions were totally haphazard, and I need to make a picture of this face just to... Oh, that's a good one. A buddy of mine uses these as profile pictures. What? Sorry about that. I was just shocked. And oh god, sorry about that. I was just shocked. You know, it happens, right? Was I the only one? Do you have a seizure, Toko? Are you okay? I'm fine. I'm fine. What? Is that the dead body? Hey, are you dead? Oh, she went mad.
What the heck?
She must have hit her head real hard when she fainted. Whoopsie daisy, sorry. That was a loud burp. From the deepest pits of my soul. Oh, I need another voice for Crazy Toko. But which one? The world has a front. Oh, no, that's a bad one. That's like Monokuma and Crazy. I'm just gonna go with a normal voice then. The world has a front and a back, a top inning and a bottom, a sea of truth and a web of lies. It's quite concerning. I mean, she sounds completely different. Even her voice changed. No. Everything is fine. At least the stutter's all gone. Hey, we cured her stutter. That's a good thing, right?
I see.
It's clear to me that everything is not fine. Your eyes seem strangely vacant. It might be the best if we take her back to her room for the time being. I don't mind taking her, but could someone help me? If you need help, I don't mind. Sakura, please. Taka, could you help me? She totally ignored me. No shit, shut. I mean, to be fair, in that situation, I wouldn't rely on Hifumi because he doesn't seem kinda strong. I would take Sakura with me rather than... Very well. You can take care of the girl and the rest of us and begin the investigation right away. Can I assume nobody has a problem leaving Sakura and Mondo on the guard duty again? Hold on a second. Rushing to an investigation. The mastermind isn't behind that. After what happened last time, surely you realize that. Yes.
Don't make me repeat myself.
There's no question that Hiro was murdered by someone among us. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Of course.
Right as rain. Oh, damn it. What was his voice again? Of course. Right as rain. But don't take it as a bad thing. It's just a fact of life. Because that's how graduation works. Man, that face. Then it's happened again. Is that what you were saying? That another one of us killed a fellow classmate? What does that freak you out? You guys got no balls, you know that? Is there just nothing down there at all? Well, I'll let you pray to mine. Pray to my... Oh god, I don't want to pray to your balls. Actually, I don't have any either, sorry. Stop monologuing and give us what you came here to give us. You did bring it, right? I sure did, chum. Allow me to present the next Monokuma file. I know how much you must be looking forward to it. So please do your very tippy-top best on this investigation.
No way!
Do you really gotta do another investigation? Examining the corpse of one of our friends. And having to suspect all our other friends.
Why?
I hate this. I can't take it anymore. I hate it too. I had enough. I'm getting out of here. Oh, slowly everyone is getting crazy. Turning crazy. Where do you plan on going? There's nowhere to run.
Such ignorance.
Just accept it already. After all, blood is just a liquid. It dead body is a simple object. Oh, that's hard, Byakuya. You are very enthusiastic about all of this, are you not?
Naturally.
How can I not be? If we don't unmask the culprit, we all die. That's... yeah, that's true, but to jump into it so soon... What? You want to die?
Such ignorance.
Fine then, go off and die somewhere. Right now. Go ahead. You're a waste of space. Is he going for like a discouraging tactic where he tries to drive everyone to suicide? I mean, technically, in this circumstance, if I put myself into the shoe of the characters, or of Makoto, I would only be happy once Sakura is dead, because you can deal with everyone else realistically, but against Sakura you have no chance whatsoever. Not that I want her to die, in fact I don't want her to die.
Damn you!
Body's an object.
Piece of shit!
Chihiro wasn't an object. Show a little respect or I'll beat some into you.
Calm down.
Everyone, stop bickering. Listen, there's some truth in what Byakuya said. Kyoko,
Because...
if we don't solve the mystery and find the killer, our own lives are forfeit. And if Byakuya is right that the Genocide Jack is somehow the one who killed Chihiro,
That's right.
then unless we do something, more victims could start piling up. Forget more victims. If we mess this up, we are all dead meat.
Hey! Hey!
Hold on, hold on. If that's your worry, you don't gotta worry any longer. In any one killing game, the guilty party may only kill a maximum of 2 people.
Huh?
What? I don't remember any rule like that.
Actually...
I just came up with it. I mean, if one person went around and killed everyone, your lovely student life would be all over, right? Oh, you're a piece of shit. The new rule has been added to the regulations menu.
So then,
In that case, why not limit it to 1 person?
Hey!
Well, in a good mystery, you don't want to miss out on at least the potential of a serial killer angle. Just one would totally murder that possibility.
Punishment is waiting for you.
Farewell for now. I'll catch you guys at the class trial. I can't say I understand his thinking, but if we can't kill up to 2 people, then 1 more person's life could still be in danger.
interesting.
Which is definitely not good. We need to uncover the culprit before something else happens.
You son of a bitch!
You need to shut the fuck up. Well, for now, Taka and me are gonna drop Toko off at her room. Nice. I'm gonna get dropped off. Oh, her brain is fried. That's over with her good old Toko. Everyone I love is either dying or being mad. We have no time to stand around here. We must begin our investigation. Too sweet? I can't talk French, so sorry for that. If we don't solve the mystery of who killed Chihiro, then we will quickly follow her into the afterlife. That's true. I hate this, but if I want to survive, me and everyone else have to do it. We don't have any other choice. Investigate! Okay. First of all, I'd better check the Monokuma file to see exactly what's going on. The victim was Chihiro Fujisaki. The time of death is estimated to be around 2 AM. The body was discovered in the girls' locker room on the 2nd floor of the school. The cause of death was a blow to the head with a blunt object. She was killed instantly. That's all it says. Well, it's not like there's any point of complaining about it. No matter what, I gotta do what I gotta do. Monokuma file number 2 has been edited with bullets. Hey Makoto. Oh, hey Makoto. Oh, sorry. God damn it. Hey Makoto. Do you have a second? Huh? Did you need something from me?
Naturally.
Of course. Life without purpose is quite dull, you know. So what did you need? I'm going to let you cooperate with me during my investigation. Huh? Run that by me please again. I'm purchasing your talent. The same talent which allowed you to solve Sayaka's case. Solve? No, I just...
Stop talking.
You seem to have some limited use, which is why I've chosen you, Pikachu. I'm gonna call you Pikachu from now on. Call me Ash. Don't talk at all. Just say Pika Pika. Please. You have the honor of contributing to my investigation. So, you're inviting me to come with you. You're doing it in the most arrogant way possible, though.
Let's go.
Now then, shall we get started? But... yeah, Conan Itagoa. We need to get moving. There's no time to be standing around. I don't really know what just happened, but it looks like I'll be working with Byakuya on this one. Fuck it. So we have like a bunch of stuff. Wait. Oh, that's... okay. Let's start with the dumbbell. There's a dumbbell on the floor and... this is a blood stain! There's a blood stain on the dumbbell. The Monokuma fights had a blow to the head with a blunt object. Is what killed her. Oh yeah, I'm kind of spaced out for a second. Oh no, becoming like Hakakure. Does it mean this dumbbell was actually the murder weapon? The murder weapon!
That's right.
I don't imagine it could have been anything else. Locker room dumbbell. Oh, it's dumbbell. I always thought it was dunbell, like D-U-N bell, or double N bell. That's because it's a bell for dummies. Okay, that's good. We have that one. And the blood stain on the floor. There's a fresh blood stain on the carpet. It must have been splattered with blood during the murder. There's a nice little picture. This poster got some blood on it. It must have happened during the murder. So we have the bloodlust. The word bloodlust. Bloodlust is written on the wall in blood. What's the meaning behind it? Bloodlust. I could feel the life draining out of my own body. It's a dead body. Your own? Chihiro's dead body.
Very strange.
Sorry, took a sip. But the more I look, the more strange it all seems. This must be Genocide Jack's handiwork. Well, but
What?
we're still not sure he did it. Is that what you want to say? I wonder about that. Okay, what does the actual detective think? She took her time examining Chihiro's corpse. She poked and prodded, going over every inch of the lifeless body. You're a very strange woman, you know, being able to touch a dead body with absolutely no trouble. She seems to be concentrating pretty hard. It's like she can't even hear us. Okay, wait, is there anything else? Sakura. I used Slugger Room all the time. Now it's become the site of Chihiro's death. But why was she killed in the locker room? Actually, if you think about it, she could have been killed somewhere else and carried here. She was very light. Oh, she was very light, that's true. It wouldn't be hard for someone to carry her, but still.
Well,
I still think she came here on her own, by choice. What makes you say that? She'd been talking a lot lately about how she wanted to get stronger. So you're saying she came here to exercise? But according to the Monokuma file, apparently she was killed around 2 in the morning. Would she really have been exercising that late?
Perhaps.
You know, myself are usually in the locker room during the day, so she was probably avoiding it then. Avoiding it. Although we invited her to join us more than once, she never showed up. So I can only assume she was trying to avoid us. And instead she came to exercise in the middle of the night.
However,
Perhaps. But it's difficult for me to imagine she would have come alone. She did want to start exercising, but she specifically mentioned she couldn't do it by herself. She needed support from others. So you're saying she could have come here in the middle of the night to train in secret, but that she also would have come with someone else? It's a possibility, I think. Sakura's account has been edited with bullets. You seemed oddly close, Mondo. Dude, had a real complex about being weak. You heard Chihiro talk about it, right? All I need to get is stronger. Yeah, I do remember she said that more than once. She did, which I guess explains the trip down here. Up here. But fine. But did she really need to get stronger that badly? You already mentioned it, but she was a girl after all. Most girls aren't that strong. I don't know, man. Haven't really thought about that stuff. The cause of Chihiro's complex. I can't help wondering what it might be. Mondo's account had been added. Now, I believe it's about time for us to move on. Huh? Already?
What?
New clues won't magically appear by standing around here. We need to check every aspect of this case. That's true, but
Let's go.
if you're satisfied, let's hurry up and proceed. He's so pushy. I got caught up with the wrong person this time. That's true. What if he tries to cover himself? So, this is our next location. Huh? This place is related to investigation. Figure it out for yourself. It's no fun if you don't, right? You're a dick, Byakuya. There's a bunch of different pool-related items on the shelf which have nothing to do with the case. Oh, look at a coin, hey. That's not even the scene of the crime, idiot. If I remember right, this card reader is meant to work with our handbooks, right?
What?
Do you have an issue with it? If so, you should take it up with Monokuma. He said that, then quickly and sharply clapped his hands together.
Did you call for me?
What the fuck did you can call him? You called for me? Has he been domesticated?
That's right.
It seems that Makoto has a question for you.
You need something?
Sure, what's up? Well, it's just about this card reader.
Yep.
Yes, the card readers have all been designed to interface with each of your e-handbooks. You can only enter the locker room corresponding to the gender listed in your individual handbook. And it's impossible for two people in a row to go through while the door is unlocked, correct? If there were some sort of erotic terrorist on the prowl, the ceiling-mounted Gatling gun would initiate a Swiss cheese slaughter. And the school regulations prohibit anyone from lending someone else the handbook, correct?
Of course.
Correctly correct. So then, that means only girls can go to the girls' locker room, and only boys can go to the boys' locker room. In other words, Chihiro's body being found in the girls' locker room means... Hey Makoto, I can see right through you. See right through me? Allow me to tell you what you're thinking. Since Chihiro's found in the girls' locker room, the killer must have been able to get in here.
So in other words...
As such, the killer must be one of the girls. Did I get it right? Yes, but technically he could have killed her somewhere else, taken her notebook and gotten in there.
Such ignorance.
Good lord, you're simple. Oh no, not two people can go through it once, right? But am I wrong? You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been in front of you the entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine. Oh, okay. That's, yeah, but it's basically what I said, yeah. I would expect nothing less from the progenial son of the noble Tagami family. So you managed to sniff out the loophole in the regulations. Knowing you, I would bet you created it on purpose, didn't you? To add a little more excitement to things. You're treating me like a puny little appetizer instead of a main course that I am. Now then, since the dead can actually talk, they're not people anymore. They're things.
Yep.
Get it? Got it? Good. Oh. Wait, hold on. You're saying that's a loophole, but in order to borrow something from someone, then that means someone would have to loan it, so...
Why you?
So sleepy. That's my name.
Just listening to you makes me wanna pass out. Be more like Byakuya and get your poop together. Or else I'll charge you with criminal negligence. No more questions. Figure out the rest on your own damn self.
That's fine.
Well, I know you're unfortunately lacking in mental faculties, so I'll fill you in myself. Let's head to the main hall. The main hall. That'll help you understand what's going on. Card reader has been added. Now, technically, she could have been killed anywhere. We came to the main hall. So, what are we looking for here? Does it mean I have to figure it out for myself? Hunk of metal blocking the entrance seems like kind of machine. This one, maybe? It's a mailbox. Oh, there's something inside. It's an e-handbook. No, wait. There's 3 of them. But what are they doing here? So, you've finally found them. Huh? Did you know these were here, Byakuya? Oh, is one from Sayaka or Junko? I happened to find them by chance myself the other day. It seems there's a system in place where the handbooks of dead students get delivered to this mailbox. So then these 3 handbooks belong to Junko, Leon, and Sayaka? You can go ahead and confirm it yourself. I immediately turned on one of the handbooks, and when I did... Sayaka Maizono. You're right, this is Sayaka's handbook. Now do you understand? This is the key to the loophole that I revealed earlier. Yeah, I feel like I'm starting to get it. You should pay close attention, yeah. Loaning your e-book is prohibited, only borrowing is allowed. I see. Yeah, I now understand. Main hall e-handbooks have been added.
What?
Hold on a second. What's
Very
wrong?
strange.
That's strange. One of the handbooks won't turn on. Is it broken? Whose is it? Junko's, I guess. The other handbook showed Junko's name when I started it up. Then the one that won't turn on must be Leon's, right?
I see.
It would make sense, yes. After all, he did get pummeled with dozens and dozens of baseballs. Pummeled with baseballs. The memory of it came flooding back. The cruel punishment which led to Leon's death. The execution that the mastermind concocted. A cruel, heartless death. You're right. It wouldn't be surprising for the handbook to break during that kind of assault.
Damn it!
Hey, hey! Hey, hey, hey! Hey!
What?
That e-handbook is essential to student life here. Crucial, integral instrument, a super big deal. There's no way it would break that easily. But it did.
That's impossible!
If I say it wouldn't break, it wouldn't frickin' break. It can withstand up to 10 tons of pressure, and it's waterproof up to 100 meters, okay? I don't care how many baseballs you hit it with. It wouldn't do crap. Oh, but even my amazing handbook does have one single weak point battery. It does.
I can't hear you!
But it's a secret. I wouldn't want you to go breaking any more handbooks.
What?
The Leon must have broken it somehow without realizing that what its weakness was, right?
Hard to say. You know what I think? I think this handbook isn't actually broken.
What?
But you might ask, how could that be?
Yeah, they changed the names, right? Leaving the question hanging in the air, Monokuma disappeared. What just happened? Monokuma said it's not broken, but it's an undeniable fact it's not turning
That's
on.
fine.
Well, maybe it's just has no energy left. Well, I don't see any connection to the case, so it doesn't matter for now. I think so. Either way, something about it still bothers me. Broken e-handbook has been added. Okay then, this should be enough to get things rolling. Let's begin our investigation in earnest and track down the true culprit. Yeah, we need to find out who killed Chihiro. To be exact, not quite. Huh? Not quite. do you mean not quite? What do you mean by that, Byakuya? To be exact, not quite. Certainly, I want to reveal Chihiro's killer, but more precisely, I want to discover the true identity of Genocide Jack. Then, do you really think? You truly believe Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Absolutely. I have no doubt that Genocide Jack is the culprit in this case. Why? That murderous fiend is Genocide Jack, right? There is nobody else it could be. A murderous fiend who kills again and again using a bizarre and brutal method. They're like a ghost, attacking suddenly, then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nickname did these? Oh, that's the same thing. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. But words mean little right now. I have something to prove it. Okay. There you go. Hold on. There's still more here waiting to be checked. What? These? A surveillance camera, and there's what I can only assume is a gun attached to it. It's so chilling. Okay. Oh, I have to talk to him again, sorry. You truly believe Genocide Jack is one that killed Chihiro? Oh yeah, that's the thing. And I have a basis to believe that. I assure you, Genocide Jack is one of us. Is there really proof? There's somewhere I'd like to take you. This will provide all the evidence you need.
It's all clear now.
Evidence that Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro. Evidence. Does something like that really... Hey, you two! Big trouble. Need your help.
I don't have time to play
We're
with
busy.
you.
Leave us alone. Oh, are you Genocide Jack? But it's an emergency. Emergency! Come on, please. You gotta help me. Can I? Yeah, okay, man.
Please.
This is a serious emergency. Please, you gotta help me. Just calm down, okay, Hina? But it's an emergency. An emergency. What happened?
No.
Something's wrong with Toko. She's acting super strange. Well, I mean, she was acting pretty strange earlier, right? What would we do? What should we do, Byakuya?
Very strange.
Since it's Toko, I must admit, I'm intrigued. I suppose we can take a second to see what's going on with her. Are you sure?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Don't make me repeat myself. I didn't expect that. I thought for sure he'd just say no, and that'd be the end of it.
Yeah.
Okay, come on, hurry. Wait for us.
Let's go.
It looks like she headed to the dorms. To Toko's room, most likely. You're right. It'll be a fucking long episode again, won't it? Wait, Toko was somewhere... Oh, hello. Is Toko inside? Some kind of emergency. Do I have to talk to you? You guys are too slow. I think you're just too fast. Sporty. So, what's this emergency? Well, after what happened at the girls' locker room, we left Toko in her room so she could lay down. After a while, we came back to check on her, you know, and see how she was doing. But when she did, it was weird. She refused to come out, and she kept saying all this weird stuff. Weird stuff?
That's fine.
We should try talking to her ourselves. Good idea. Knock knock, my dear. I may well give it a shot. The door swung open, slowly and silently. Okay, now she's frightened. Holy crap. An aura of negativity flowed out from behind the door, forcing a gasp out of me.
What? Oh, nothing. It's just that Hina was really worried about you, holding yourself up in your room.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, sure thing. But could you open up just for a second?
Won't allow it.
Huh?
Won't let Genocide Jack have control.
Is she Genocide Jack? And just like that, she slammed the door in my face. What was that? She's been acting like that the whole time when I rang a little while ago. I drive out to kill her? Drive out the murderous fiend? It doesn't make any sense, right? I was afraid to leave her in there alone, so I tried to bust down her door. But it felt like something was holding it shut on the other side. I couldn't even budge it. Toko was scared enough to even bar her door? Does she think the same thing as Byakuya? Does she think the serial killer genocide Jack really murdered Chihiro? Is that why Toko is so scared? Whatever it is, I'm really worried about her. Isn't there anyone who might be able to persuade her? I know someone who can bust down the door. No, not you, goddammit. Where's her room? There. Ah, goddammit. Hey, Byakuya, you think you could ask her to come out of her room, I mean?
That's fine.
Sure, whatever. Huh? You're gonna talk to her, Byakuya? Wow, I guess you can be nice when you want to. Byakuya stood in front of her door, not making a sound, and pressed the doorbell. After a few moments...
What do you want?
Leave me alone, you're so annoying. Bakula.
It's Byakuya.
It's Byakuya. I'm sorry, I couldn't keep up your promise. Don't worry, never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again. And with that, the door slammed shut. Even Byakuya couldn't pull it off. Couldn't pull it off, sorry. There's nothing else we can do. Let's get back to the investigation. Hold on. Hey Byakuya, what was Toko talking about just now? Something about a promise.
What?
Oh, I have no idea. Another one of her delusions, I'm sure. Oh, you piece of shit, you're using her, aren't you? I fucking knew it.
Stop
But
talking.
if I say I don't know, that means I don't know. Just let Hina take care of her. Oh, yeah, okay. I'll stay here and keep an eye on her.
Let's go.
Well then, let's go. Without waiting for a reply, Byakuya sped away. Byakuya! And I hurried to catch up. I tried to talk to him several times as we walked, but he didn't even look back, let alone say anything. He just kept on walking toward his destination. Finally, his feet brought him to stop in front of a certain room. The library? A library! Come on, let's go in. Piece of shit. Is the evidence that proves that was Genocide Jack really in the library?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Don't make me say it again. There are no clues here, I need to check elsewhere. Oh, there's a coin. And these are a lot of books. Knock it off. What does a desk lamp matter right now? Just shut the fuck up. There's no point in checking, we need to find real clues. I get coins! And with the coins I can buy shit from the slot machine. I mean, I guess it's the door, right? If I remember, on the other side of this door is the archive, right? Hurry up and go inside. Oh, here?
Let's go.
It all makes sense once you're inside. Oh, you piece of shit. Whoa, there are so many books and files. And so much dust
So
too.
in other words,
I would say there's enough value in this place to endure the dust. That's something. Oh, it's there's so many files stuffed onto the shelf. What's all these
That's
things?
enough.
Those documents are dangerous. Dangerous. They detail all the people who control the world from behind the scenes. Dangerous truth for the commoner. You mean like members of the Diet or something? No, I mean the ones with real power. The Secret Council, controlling everything from the shadows. Are these just conspiracy theories? If you're ready to be disappeared for it, take a look. There's some very interesting people in there. You're just kidding, right? Am I? I'll just let it go for now. You're standing suspiciously in front of this thing. There's a ton of thick files stuffed into the bookshelf. If you're thinking of looking through any of them, let me give you a little warning. Those things are filled with graphic, disturbing photos from all kinds of crime scenes. It's the kind of thing any normal person wouldn't ever want to look at. Be careful. Huh? What do you mean? All those files are investigation reports related to different cold cases. Those are internal documents for police eyes only. They're not the kind of thing you'd expect to leak. Oh. Was this one? No, that's just a camera. Let's go. This shelf is stuffed tight with files. Without really thinking about it, I picked one at random. Ah, you have a sharp eye indeed to select that file. Huh?
Right.
That's the report on a presidential assassination. The original's kept at the National Library. It won't be declassified for another 30 years. Are you sure you want to take a look now? There's no telling. Oh, sorry. Wrong voice, goddammit. There's no telling whose crosshairs you might wind up in for peeking at it. Nuns. Without making a sound, I returned the file to the shelf. Why the fuck are we went in here? There's a wooden box. It's empty. Although judging by the smudges and the dust, it looks like there was something inside. I wonder what it was. There was an extension cord plugged in there. It proved very useful while I was in the library. An extension cord, huh? Huh? It's a desk lamp! Oh yeah, it's the same one I saw Byakuya using in the library before.
What?
Do you have a problem with that lamp? It was here before, then I moved it over there. It's too dark over there, so I thought I'd put it in good use. So, I'm finally beginning to understand the true splendor of this library. The entire reason I was interested in the library is because of this room right here.
Interesting.
It is home to classified government documents, police records, things no ordinary person would ever see. Isn't it magnificent? This can't be for real, right?
Such ignorance.
That's your guys' problem. Anything that doesn't fit into your preconceived reality, you label it a lie. Well, it's not that. It's not like I totally refuse to believe it, but I mean, there's just so much. How could anyone have put all this together? I suppose it goes to show just how much Hope's Peak truly wields. Or perhaps the mastermind may have wanted to provide us with enough entertainment to keep us from getting bored. It's no use. I can't keep up with all this. It's just too unreal. So these are conspiracy theories. What's wrong? You still can't believe it? What about you? How can you believe it so easily? Things like that are usually impossible. What do you mean, usually? Usual? Normal? Ordinary? Simple? Those things don't exist anywhere in the real world. If you don't understand what they actually represent, you don't understand the nature of anything. You don't pull your punches, do you? Besides, what you consider usual is based on your common sense, right? But what makes you think your own common sense applies to me at all? The documents gathered here are genuine. I have reviewed them multiple times, so there is no doubt. Hold on a second. You're saying you've read all these documents and more than once? But all this has to be like top secret confidential stuff, right? So why? My family has a reading room just like this at our home. Ours is bigger, of course, and not as dusty. Huh? Members of the Togami family have access to any variety of government-related documents. That includes foreign powers as well as domestic. How is that possible?
So, in other words...
I already told you there is a secret council that controls the world from the shadows. My family is a member of that council. Oh, is he just apeshit crazy? Or like has his own fantasy world? And I have within me the bloodline that will allow me to one day bend the world to my will. But to become such a ruler, I must know all levels of this world backwards and forwards. So, Whenever I have time, I like to review whatever documents and materials that interest me. Which is why I can proclaim, without a doubt, that the materials gathered here are the real thing. This is beyond believing or not believing. Byakuya is actually starting to scare me more than the actual mastermind. And what always interested me the most were the cold case police investigation reports. Reading through these reports, I've always been a hobby of mine ever since I was little. It's excellent mental exercise. I've solved more than a few of those cases just by reviewing the reports. And among all those reports, one of my recent favorites is the Genocide Jack case. As he talked, Byakuya grabbed a specific file from the shelf.
That's right.
This is the complete case file. Every single report surrounding the Genocide Jack cases has been compiled in here. Because there are so many, allow me to quickly summarize the main points. To begin, there are two notable characteristics in every Genocide Jack murder. The first characteristic is that in every crime scene, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. And the second is that when the victims are murdered, their bodies are suspended in a certain way. Bloodlust is written in blood and the victim's body is suspended. It's exactly the same as what happened to Chihiro. This episode is far longer than I thought. Save your surprise, the best part is yet to come. For the second characteristic, where the victims are suspended, the only ones who knew about that particular fact were members of the police and other higher-ups. By all accounts, nobody in the media ever found out. Huh? In other words, no one on the news, no one online, nobody knew about that aspect of each crime. Only key officials and the killer himself knew about this act of mounting the victim. Now, if you recall Chihiro's corpse, her body was most certainly mounted in this fashion. So, how could the killer have known about suspending the victim?
That's right.
That's the key question. But in fact, the answer is quite
So
simple.
in other words,
The culprit isn't a copycat killer. It's the real Genocide Jack. Or it's a copycat killer. You,
in other words,
Byakuya. That right there is the evidence that Genocide Jack has hidden himself among the rest of us. Then Genocide Jack really is such a brutal, fiendish killer, goddammit, really is walking among us.
interesting.
Things are really starting to get interesting, aren't they? I never imagined a killer with such a reputation would ever become part of a little game. Now, don't you think it would be good for you to take a look at what I've already seen? You might have just managed to ferret out a clue or two.
Such ignorance.
If you get down on your knees and beg, I might even show you myself. What do you mean exactly? Byakuya, about that Genocide Jack case file. Could you let me see it?
That's fine.
Well, you didn't beg, but I guess it's okay this time. Feel free to look at it here, but you can't take it with you. Oh no, let me take a sip again. Byakuya handed me the file and I flipped through it with tense, nervous fingers. Suddenly my hand stopped. I had reached the page with the photos from the scene of each crime had been collected. Everyone. The names of Genocide Jack's victims ran for several pages. Ken Harada, 32. Tetsuhiro Honda, 17. Shojigaku, 23. Kano Issei, 14. Takeshi Yoshida, 30. And these are all guys. Komatsuna Taro, Takefumi Gondo, Uchida Naohase, Takeshi Masamune, Yuto Yumijima. There was no end to it. But one thing became perfectly clear as I read. All of the killer's countless victims were killed and suspended in exactly the same way. And at the scene of every murder, the word bloodlust was left in the victim's own blood. Now, take a look at the next page and you'll find another interesting tidbit. The next page. Profiling results. All of the crimes took place either on weekdays at night or during holidays, either day or night. The most common time for the killings to take place was on holidays in the afternoon. Based on these facts, it could be suggested that the suspect might be a student. Evidence suggests that the suspect lingered at the scene, but when they did leave, they were in a panic. Because an eyewitness has never come forward, it's unlikely there was any external reason for this. This confused behavior suggests that the suspect may potentially suffer from dissociative identity disorder.
So, in other words,
The key point is that the culprit may well have a split personality. A split personality? Like the kind of thing you see on TV. It's part of another totally unbelievable story. But this one is way more unbelievable than anything else up till now. Or maybe it really isn't. I don't know. I feel like my mind has gone numb. Okay, the case file has been added. That's good.
go.
Alright, we should get going soon. Huh? Where are we going? Anywhere but here. We finished our business here, haven't we? Yeah, wait, Byakuya. As usual, Byakuya turned and left without another word. I hurried out of the library to catch up. Well, this is where we part ways. I have some things I need to take care of before the class trial. Huh? Just all of a sudden like that.
I don't have time to play
Come
with
on,
you.
enough of your annoying misapprehensions. Did you really think we'd be together this whole time? Take responsibility for yourself and do something useful. Move the investigation forward on your own.
Goodbye.
Well, goodbye. And just like that, he was gone. Just as quickly as he asked me to join him, he cut me off. In the end, I felt like I was just some plaything getting tossed around. At the same time, I uncovered some really important clues thanks to him. Genocide Jack. He's the one that killed Chihiro. And that murderous fiend is one of us. But who is it? I have to find that out no matter what it takes. And to do that, there's somewhere I have to go to investigate one more time. I have to go back to the crime scene, the girls' locker room. I should check the boys' locker room too. And the others might have come up with some info I might find useful while I'm at it. I need to find out everything I can. Holy moly. So I think I'm going to end the episode here, because that's a long investigation and the episode is way longer than I wanted to. So next time we will finish the investigation and then maybe do the trial, depending on how much time it takes. So, I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to like, comment and subscribe. My name is Sleepy, and have a good night.